Well, they thought last year was the 1 in 100-year flood, but towns along the Hawkesbury are underwater again. It's a scenario locals say could have been avoided, and this time they don't want excuses, they want solutions.
It's the same boat along the same route, less than 12 months apart. Once again, it's water as far as the eye can see. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. We were hoping this wasn't going to happen in 10 years, let alone, under 12 months.
Adam and Hugh are now just as confident driving this boat as they are their car down these streets of Richmond. Metres underneath us, fields of turf farms, horse studs and cattle stations, covered by muddy floodwater.
What's it doing to livelihoods and
it's crippling. It's absolutely crippling people. These turf farmers have just got back on their feet and they've been whacked in the guts again.
Locals don't blame the rain for this disaster. They say it's a man-made problem.
Where has this water come from?
This water that we're driving through here now has been water that's been let out of Warragamba Dam. And it's been let out at the wrong time. It clearly should have been let out prior to us receiving all this rainfall.
How frustrated are you right now, Hugh?
Yeah, I can't tell you how angry I am with what's happened here for the second time. Nature has a way of working, but to have something that shouldn't have happened and putting people's lives and businesses in jeopardy is just so frustrating.
This is the problem right here. As you can see, that's the levee bank. That is supposed to be protecting all of this farmland here in Richmond from the Hawkesbury River just on the other side. Last year, 8 metres of that collapsed and allowed the water in. As you can see, the gap this year is about 100 metres wide, allowing the water to gush in. And as you can see, it's still coming down.
They've had a year to repair it. The local farmers offered to fix it, but they said, no, we'll take control of it. And it's dragged on for a year. And sure enough, it is an absolute catastrophe what has happened down there.
Kev is isolated and without power. We ran into him on a petrol run for his generator.
It was the riverbank. If it was, repaired, this would have been saved. Might have got a little bit, but no, not what it is.
You're angry, Kev?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. When you see people's livelihoods and they're decent people.
Decent people like Bianca, whose shop on Richmond's main drag may be high and dry, but sits silent during a flood.
A lot of specialty retailers within the area, even cafes, to a point they see a decline in sales pre-flood of people preparing, people stocking up on goods, because our community is stopped completely.
So it's not just about homes flooding and areas flooding.
No.
The flow-on effects is to businesses.
Yeah, our area is stopped, our community is stopped. We haven't had floodwaters come through to our shop, but our trade is essentially stopped, so there's no financial support.
Are you going to give up?
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
That's sad.
It's huge. I've been here for 6 years. So, I seem optimistic, but there's definitely been tears. There's been, conversations behind closed doors around, what this looks like going forward.
This water did not need to be here. And that's the point we're trying to say is we understand water comes into here, but this is man-made. This is a problem caused by lack of, authorities getting on and fixing a problem that happened 12 months ago.
And a problem that costs you guys.
A problem that costs all of us now, taxpayers as well, because compensation is helpful, but we don't want the compensation, we want the problem fixed in the first place.
It's overwhelming, isn't it?